The Bible story. Joseph thrown in a pit. Joseph's brothers had traveled north to Shechem to find pastures to graze their father's flocks. Joseph had remained at home with his father Jacob in the valley of Hebron. Jacob told Joseph, "Go and see if all is well with your brothers and with the flocks, and bring word back to me." So Joseph set off from Hebron to Shechem to find his brothers. However, when he got there he could not find them. A man asked, "What are you looking for?" Joseph replied, "I'm looking for my brothers. Can you tell me where they are grazing their flocks?" "I heard them say, 'Let's go to Dothan,'" the man replied. So Joseph traveled on to Dothan. His brothers were grazing their flocks there. However, when his brothers saw him in the distance they plotted to kill him. "Here comes that dreamer," they muttered. "Let's kill him and throw him into one of these cisterns. We can say that a ferocious animal devoured him. Then we'll see what comes of his dreams." Reuben, the oldest of Jacob's sons, protested. "Let's not take his life," he said. "Don't shed any blood. Throw him into this cistern, but don't lay a hand on him." Reuben said this planning to rescue Joseph later and take him back to his father. So when Joseph arrived his brothers stripped him of his ornate robe and threw him into an empty cistern. As they sat down to eat their meal, they saw a caravan of Ishmaelite traders coming from Gilead. Their camels were loaded with spices, balm and myrrh they were taking to Egypt. Judah said to his brothers, "Let's not kill Joseph but sell him to the Ishmaelites." So they pulled Joseph up out of the cistern and sold him for 20 shekels of silver to the Ishmaelite traders. Joseph was taken prisoner by the Ishmaelite traders and began his long journey to Egypt to be sold as a slave. Reuben had not been with the other brothers when Joseph was sold. When he discovered Joseph was no longer in the cistern he tore his clothes in grief. "The boy isn't there. What can I do now?" Then they got Joseph's robe, slaughtered a goat and dipped the robe in the blood. They took the ornate robe back to their father and said, "We found this. Is it your son's robe?" "It is my son's robe." Jacob cried. "Some ferocious animal has devoured him." Grief-stricken, Jacob tore his clothes, put on sackcloth and mourned for Joseph. No one could comfort him. He wept, "I will continue to mourn until I join my son in the grave."